Some important developments happening there. Madras High Court has dismissed of a petition by the Marans against Enforcement Directorate attaching properties owned by them in connection with the Aircel-Maxis deal. That's the breaking news coming in. The government had attached, remember, assets worth 742 crore rupees. The court refused to intervene as the case is being monitored by the Supreme Court. This is the second big setback for Marans in recent days. Earlier, the government had refused to renew the license of more than 30 channels of the Sun TV group owned by the Marans, citing national security issues. Now, this is definitely a big setback for the Marans, who are fighting various battles, in fact, in various fronts. And now Madras High Court has dismissed of their petition. Marans had petitioned against the Enforcement Directorate attaching properties owned by them in connection with the Aircel-Maxis deal. The government had attached assets worth 742 crore rupees. In fact, the Marans have been crying foul, saying that they are being made to pay for their earlier proximity to the UPA government. Srisha Reddy, our correspondent, is now on the phone line. Srisha, first take us through the details as it has played out in the court. What has the court observed really, and what was the argument being provided by the Marans? Srisha, can you hear us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Srisha, take us through what happened in the court. What were the arguments being made by Marans, and what has the court observed?
Well, there was no argument as such because this particular case has been monitored by the Supreme Court. So now the Madras High Court has intervened and they have said that they will not be able to go ahead with the case, and they've dismissed the petition put out by Marans against Enforcement Directorate, because remember they had attached assets worth 742 crore rupees. So now that they have said that Madras High Court has nothing to do with case, as Supreme Court is already in connection with this particular case, so they will not be able to do anything with that, is what the Madras High Court has said.
Right, but also, for the Marans, clearly, Srisha, first, of course, those licenses not being given off for their TV channels, them knocking at the Madras High Court, but no relief there. So clearly, those setbacks continue for the Marans.
Well, exactly. Setback continues, as you clearly pointed out, because remember, the Enforcement Directorate had said that, the land building and, which was owned by the Kal Communication Private Limited, and also the fixed deposits. So all those, assets were attached in particular statement that was the ED. When Marans wanted to tell that, this has nothing to do with that. But again, There was a lot of other things that were happening based on the CBI charge sheet again. This entire thing, came up. However, the ED was, of course, they were not satisfied with all these replies that were given by Marans, be it the economic interest or be it the investments from abroad. Because remember what happened, as far as the Sivashankaran of Aircel was concerned, and even that time, they had stalled approvals for the spectrum license. So a lot of other things that were also happening on that note, apart from which what happened yesterday about the 33 channels of Marans. So there also speculation that it might go off air, having said that there was no push by the MHA.
Okay, Srisha Reddy, thanks a lot for joining us with that update on this story. We will have to, perhaps the Marans will now have to wait for the closure of the trial, which is being monitored by the Apex Court itself.